We lost a lot of people for a public hearing. Okay, at 10 minutes after 6, we'll start our public hearing on the rezoning issue that's come before us.
I'm going to continue the sign-in sheet around. Somewhere there's also an exhibit going around that's full color that shows the parcels in question. So there's some additional copies. So there are 8 parcels that are either owned by Ultramet Carbide Technologies or by 720 North Main LLC. You remember from the last meeting, 720 North Main is the office building that's used by Ultramet. Currently that has a residential zoning. It would appear that there was an attempt or there was a rezoning in the mid or early to mid 2000s that should have changed that to M1, but it doesn't appear that way on the map. In addition, the most recent additions on the northern part of the plant, including the parking area there on the back side, that is a mixture of residential zoning and manufacturing zoning. So basically, after meeting with Ultramet here earlier this year, we identified this as an issue as far as any future development on that site, as far as it not being zoned the way it should be zoned. So with that being said, staff initiated this rezoning process. Planning Commission on January 23rd made a recommendation to send this to council. And basically, clean up the zoning map by ensuring that all 8 parcels would be zoned for M1, with the house being an office that's part of that manufacturing complex. So that being said, that's what the goal is here. Again, there are 8 parcels that make up that site, and it will not affect any of the neighboring property owners as far as causing any rezoning to their property or anything like that. So it's essentially for Ultramet going forward, just to clean up the zoning map and eliminate any barriers to any future development on the site. We have done all the standard notifications as far as in the neighborhood. There was a mailing that went out before Planning Commission acted on this. There was a Planning Commission, a mailing that went out about tonight's public hearing. I'm not aware of any comments that have come in regarding this. It's pretty straightforward as far as what's being requested and how it impacts neighboring properties. So.
Our public's limited, but does anybody out there want to speak to it from the public? Okay, Mr. Fields?
I have no.
Mr. Hoffman?
No questions.
Mr. Paul?
Nope.
Who's that strange guy? Oh. Mr. Scott?
None, thank you.
No, thank you.
Like I said, I remember when this was done. Where would it have been recorded or not recorded?
The zoning map, every time it's updated, there's a version that gets updated, accordingly. I just don't know where it was lost along the way. We have been able to find that the actual Ultramet manufacturing part, historically going back decades, was of course always manufacturing. And then we found the ordinance from, I think, 2003 or 2006, and the exhibit they used is terrible. I don't know how you could tell what they were trying to accomplish other than reading the ordinance that's not very well worded. So, but according to Ultramet, the plan was to rezone the house. So ultimately, through this process, we'll clean up the map, and that's why we're using better exhibits than were used back in the day, because some of the ones that were used, I don't know how someone 10 years later could look at them and understand what happened. So,
Well, that's what concerns me because, like I said, we talked about this and I know we did all this a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's a parking lot involved, and
There was an alley a small alley vacation. Yeah.
I hate to think there's any more of them out there that are mismarked.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think there's other errors out there, and I find them as they come about. So we found one here recently that there's a parcel that is part M1, part R2, and I'm not quite sure why it didn't follow parcel line, but
That's the second one in not too long a time.
yeah.
Okay, there's no further comments, so declare the public hearing closed. And since everybody's already left,